Many women are just using these dates to get a free meal or to kill some time.
Women going on dates to simply get free meal.
1/3 of women in a new survey admitted to going out on a date just for a free meal. They were hungry.
I need to find that study.
No romantic interest. They couldn't care less. They just want a free meal.
She was probably, I'm sorry, can you stop breathing so loud, honey?
What? His mouth was closed.
He's like, breathe quietly.
Ross, what do women really want?
I don't care what they want.
You can see from that video that she's the man of the house.
I only care what they respond to. See, my focus is a little bit different from your other guests. There's what women say they want, there's what women think they want, and then there's what they actually respond to. I'm not an academic, I'm not a theoretician. I'm interested in what works on the street when it's time to date and mate.
Women don't know actually what they want. They say what they want, but they don't actually know what they want. Her ex and the ex before that and the ex before that was different from what she's saying. So that's not actually what she responds to, what she actually likes.
And what women actually respond to is not what they say they want.
So what do they respond to?
They really respond to a guy who's a challenge, a guy who's a question mark.
A bad boy, a Chad.
A guy who keeps them guessing. You see, in the beginning, the less attractive you are physically, the more you have to rely on your attitude. And that's what I wrote my book for. I wrote my book for the average-looking, even ugly guy who goes out there in the real world and tries to be a nice guy, gets his head kicked in.
Would you rather deal with a married man that never tells you no, or your own man that tells you no 45% of the time?
No.
So less than half the time.
I'm dealing with the married man.
Nah, I take the married dude. I'm sorry.
I'm with the married man. Married nigga. I'm sorry. Tell me yes. Everything.
Oh, the married nigga. Yeah, give me him. I would deal with my man that tell me no because I'm going to beat him the fuck up.
I'm taking the married guy because why am I with you? You keep saying no for.
So they deserve everything. That's what they think. You should never say no. There are so many simps out there, but you still tell me in the comments, oh no, the simps are not the problem. Of course they are. That's why they can have this attitude. Because if men didn't listen to them and didn't pay any attention to them, they wouldn't have so much entitlement. They wouldn't ask for this. They wouldn't talk like this in front of a camera. But they do, and they get away with it.
I think I'm gonna go with the married guy.
I don't like the word no, so. A married man. Married man.
The married man.
A married man. You're my little secret.
My own guy that tell me no 45% of the time.
A married man.
Do a married man, but I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to take the married man. Like,
Why?
I need to be told no sometimes. You can't always get what you want.
Yeah. Life is not like a fairy tale. You don't get what you want all the time. I don't know how women can live in this fairy tale land and have no problems and no worries because they know they can find a simp. It must be good to live like that. Internet versus reality. Yeah. They don't look like their pictures.
I broke up with him. It was too much. He was too great. We dated for 3 months. He was not a pushover. He had friends. He was cool. He was perfect. And he took me places and spent money on me. He had a car and he had a bank.
Yeah, so he was a simp and he was boring, so I left him. That's what she's going to say, probably, I don't know.
Account and he had health insurance. And I broke up with him. I went back to my ex who got me a $15 gift card to Taco Bell for my birthday.
So you want a top earner to accept a divorcee with 3 kids?
She got a gift card for her birthday. That's low.
He gets no children from you, and all he gets is the part of your free time for 100% of his monogamy. Does that sound like a fair deal?
Yes.
Insane.
To someone. To that lucky one.
No. Buy a dog and die alone, because you keep talking about someone, and we already established we weren't going to do that. But see, that's your ego.
younger women are more likely to be attracted to men who show dark triad traits.
Yeah, the bad boys. I keep telling you this. And you keep wanting to be the nice guy. I know you shouldn't change for a woman. You should have known that since you were a kid.
Narcissistic, Machiavellian, and psychopathic. People who have those traits are characterized by the mimicry of
I know I'm narcissistic. I'm very narcissistic. I recognize that.
competence. And so what women want in men more than anything else is competent generosity.
How about this double standard? I know several men, and I have several clients that are under 6 feet tall, and they don't get chosen by women, shockingly. Some of them don't get. They have a harder time with women than taller men. That preference is also based in evolution, and we as men are fully aware of it. Do you think that's also a double standard that women have towards men?
Do women create a culture of podcasting and memes ridiculing men who are under 6 feet tall?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Short kings. Where do you think that came from? Short kings.
Yes.
Do I tell a 5'10" guy is low value?
Yes.
In retaliation.
Call her daddy.
I don't want that.
Call her daddy. The biggest podcast in the world.
$50 million.
I'm just saying I have yet to see a blue pill podcast.
No, it's not blue pill podcast because no.
There are lots of blue pill podcasts. I know several.
There's all these things. What do you call a guy who's 5'11"? A friend? You haven't seen this meme?
Watch anything by Ben Shapiro on that wall.
Absolutely. They crucify men. And they actually show, when you look at dating apps, they show Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge.
Yeah, I've showed you
distribution of what women
statistic
find
before.
attractive. And 6'3" is actually the prime number. Once you get above 6'3", 6'6", it actually starts to drop.
Bro, have you ever heard he's just a friend? Why are you being so insecure? I love the fact that girls will say he's just a friend, and they'll add the little shaming tactic saying that, why are you so insecure?
Any standard, anything that a man wants from a woman, they will get shame for it. But women can have as many standards as they want. They can have a list. But if we say anything, we're misogynistic.
I personally don't find the benefit in just being friends with girls because...
Yeah, what's the benefit? I don't get it. Yeah, if it's a coworker, you work with her. Yeah, I get it. But in your free time, why would you have a friend as a woman? I don't get any value from that. Why? I have other friends. I have male friends that I get some value from if I spend time with them. What value would I get from spending with a woman which I'm platonic with? I don't get it. I had women before tell me, well, I can help you meet other women. I'm capable of meeting other women on my own. I don't need a woman to make an introduction. I don't need it.
I'm not just going to sit here, waste my time, and give my attention away, okay?
Yeah.
Now,
why would I waste my time? I don't get it. My time is valuable. I get it. Maybe when you're a kid, you're friends with a woman. Maybe, but even then, I think you're a simp because you like her. That's why you're friends with her. 90% of cases, that I'm sure 90% of cases, the guy likes the woman. That's why he hangs around.
there are guys, don't get it twisted. There are guys that will sit there, wait 1 year, 2 years,
Yeah,
3 years,
I know guys
4
like that.
years. They will sit there and wait for their fucking turn. Guys are masterminds when it comes to sitting around and waiting for the right time. Let's say you and your girl are having issues and she has a guy best friend, a shoulder to cry on.
The guy, yeah, he will be there for her. Yeah, of course, come over, let's talk.
Is it the ride off?
I mean, I've probably talked to like 5,000-6,000 guys.
What?
Whoa.
Wait, what?
5,000 or 6,000?
Wow. So you just threw...
But you keep saying simps are not the problem. How? How low can you get? How low can you get as a man? How desperate can you get?
Different dating apps, or primarily Facebook, or...
Tinder mostly.
Okay, so you talk to them to
Just
get
for-
attention.
Just attention
just
when
for
I'm
fun.
bored. They just send me like money and stuff.
Oh.
How much money?
In the past year, I've probably made 10,000, 15,000.
all the girls that are being 20 right now and absolute whores in the club, whatever not, in 10 years are going to be 30, trying to settle down, and realize that all the good guys are taken. They're going to complain that they were ran through their whole life, but while they were partying for the past 10 years, all the good girls got cuffed by the good guys. And so now when they look at all the men that are options, they're going to be competing with the now 20-year-old good girls and be stuck.
True.
Why? Because all the good guys are gone. You missed your chance.
I don't know why, but women tend to get a little bit confrontational or argumentative or maybe a little bit defensive when men give you their perspective, and yet we want to argue what men want when they're literally telling us over and over.
Yeah, I get so many women in my comments saying, no, you're wrong. I'm just telling you what men want, what men find attractive. And you say no. How can you know better than me? How? But you complain that you can't find a man, because those women are the ones that send me hate messages. The ones that are happy in a serious relationship don't watch videos like my channel, from my channel. They don't. They're happy. They have a life. They have other stuff to do. The ones that can't find a man, that are over 30, those are the women that send hate messages. And if you just watch my videos, you would understand what men want. And with a little bit of change, you could get a man, a good man. But no, instead, you feel emotional and you feel angry because you hear what I say and it conflicts with everything you've been taught your whole life. And then you send a long message swearing and telling me all this like I care. It's sad. It's really sad.
What men want. It's like they're telling us, and yes, you have some masculine traits and a strong attitude, and you say that when the right man comes along, you'll be feminine, but that's not true. You're not going to give that man the time of day, and in reality,
And that man, that masculine man, won't give you the time of day. Because a real man, a masculine man, doesn't want a masculine woman. He wants a feminine woman. Because opposites attract.
takes 3 seconds to make a first impression, some odd number like that, and that man is going to immediately disqualify you from wife material.
If he gave you a guilt-free pass to sleep with anybody in the world, would you use it?
Yeah.
Of course you would.
On who?
Zac Efron, Josh Bowman, some celebrity, hot celebrity.
Yeah, just any random celebrity. If it's not him, any random celebrity. I don't know how men date women like this. And when I tell you and I show you the red flags, you still write messages to me saying, but I can't because I love her. I say, leave her. No, it's too hard. It's your fault. It's your fault for being in a relationship with a woman like that.
You turn that down? Mm-mm.
Look at his eyes. Just look at his eyes.
All right,
He's
what if it was
tearing
all
up.
the way around?
Just look at his eyes.
I know what I'm worth. One night with one celebrity doesn't change who I am.
So you wouldn't use it?
Even
There's
if I
no
gave
point.
it to you?
No.
This chick literally went from a potential housewife to a girl that belonged to the streets in less than 60 seconds, G.
Where's your first
Yeah.
boyfriend at?
Like my very first boyfriend or
When
my
you had the
baby's
child,
father?
baby's
Oh
father.
yeah, he's in here. He's there.
Why didn't you guys like?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I got love for him. He's a great guy. We had great chemistry, but the love faded away.
What do you mean it faded? What did you mean it faded away?
I get bored and I get.
Okay, so here we go.
He was the nice guy. So she got bored, of course.
It's not that I get bored.
Here we go. So you don't want a nice guy because he was a good guy, right?
He's a great guy. He
See what I'm saying?
My first question is, how many 22-year-old guys do you think want to get married right now? Because
Very few.
I think in the general
Why would you be with a
census, they wanna get
22-year-old?
married.
Yeah, you don't want a 22-year-old.
Well, because I'm 22 years old,
You
so
want an
when I
older
say I'm
guy.
ready to get married at 30, I think most men my age are going to be ready to get married at 30, right?
Yeah, they will be ready to marry at 30, but a younger woman, not a woman their age.
Right.
Most men, not all men, most men.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that you don't want a guy that's 22. So let's say you meet this guy that's
exactly.
30.
I want a guy that's at 30 when I'm 30. So when I'm ready to get married, most men will be ready to get married.
A guy that's 30.
I don't get it. How can she not understand this?
He doesn't want a woman that's 30. They want younger women. Women across the bar find taller men more handsome if they've got a wider jawline, sharper jawline that's more attractive to them. You know, wider shoulders, broader shoulders.
Wider shoulders.
That's attractive because those are all signs of high testosterone levels. So biologically, women across the board, whatever country you want to go to, women are attracted to things about men that show that they're good leaders, strong providers, strong protectors. And so it's a biological thing. Like, it's not a shallow, conceited, vain thing. And in the same way, men also have traits that they seek in a woman because it communicates to them that she is feminine, that she can carry a child, because men really want to, procreate and have children and carry on their bloodline. And so they want women who objectively have wider hips and fuller breasts and things like that, that gives a sign of fertility. And so it's okay. It's okay to be biologically wired. Men and women both have preferences.
Average women now view themselves as 10 out of 10. They have a diluted perception because they get so much attention online. They have so many people sliding into their DMs. They're being told, say you're a 10, right? Oh, believe you're a 10. Believe even if you're like a 4, honestly, sometimes from what I see. Say you're a 10. So they're deluded, right? So those average women are not looking for average men. Those average women are thinking in their mind they're not average, and now they're looking for way, way, way above average men. So those 5s are looking at 9s. Those 4s are looking at 8s. Those 3s are looking at 6s or 7s. That is just...
I was married a few years back, and everything was going really well. The relationship was awesome, and then I ended up losing my job and decided to make a career change. So money wasn't coming in as steadily as before. I couldn't get her the things that she wanted or take her out as much as we did before. And it eventually got to a point where she was distancing herself from me and kind of pushed away.
He's not a bad-looking guy. And I'm sure he wasn't out of work for so much time. But she chose to leave him, of course, because the grass is greener on the other side. And once a woman finds you weak because you can't provide, she will lose interest. That's the sad reality, guys. I didn't invent that. I'm just saying.
Away from the relationship and ended up in a divorce. She left. I took it very seriously as far as getting through the good times and the bad, and obviously she didn't. Why do women basically give up or become distant with a guy when he struggles financially?
I just answered that. And remember, guys,
When you meet a woman, no matter how nice she is or what she looks like, remember, women get worse.
hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.